warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Now we'll continue our lesson on the timing and its different value according to Syariah in performing zakat fitrah. If you still remember, we used to learn when we were in school that there are different timing to perform zakat fitrah, and in each timing there are different value in terms of Syariah. Some timing is considered as compulsory time. Some are considered as a sunnah time, and some are even considered as makruh or haram. Meaning, if you perform or you pay zakat fitrah during this time, you be considered, you know, if you are paying it in during the haram time, so you will be basically sinful. Okay, why do we have different timing to perform zakat fitrah? So basically, this is actually to give um, more time for Muslim to pay zakat fitrah. And so, so we have this very long time and for Muslim to perform zakat fitrah, and they can really analyze and manage and plan their timing and their time perfectly and carefully to choose where they want to perform zakat fitrah. Okay, because like we've discussed earlier, when does paying or performing zakat fitrah becomes compulsory upon Muslim? It only becomes compulsory after a Muslim have passed the last day of Ramadan. It only becomes compulsory officially after the setting of the last sun of the last Ramadan, meaning officially you have entered first Shawwal. You have entered first Shawwal, meaning it's already the first day of Eid, or meaning the night lah, and the night of Eid. So roughly is a very short time, and but like we all know, people used to pay zakat fitrah since very early in Ramadan. Since first Ramadan, people have been paying zakat fitrah until the last day of Ramadan. So can they actually perform or pay zakat fitrah prior before its official compulsory time? Because like I said earlier, it only becomes compulsory after the setting of the last sun of the last Ramadan, meaning officially you have entered first Shawwal, but people have been paying since first Ramadan. So can we actually pay before the compulsory time? Boleh ke bayar zakat fitrah sebelum waktu wajib dia yang sebenarnya? Okay, this is what we call as the harus time. Actually, and to be honest and to be official, it only becomes compulsory during the first day of Shawwal. And like I say, when you have officially entered first day of Shawwal, that is when it becomes compulsory. But because the time period is kind of like a short, and so in Islam we give, to give flexibility and to assist a lot of Muslim, you are allowed to pay zakat fitrah earlier since the first day of Ramadan until the last day of Ramadan. And so this time period, and the first Ramadan until the last day of Ramadan before the setting of the last sun, before first Shawwal, is actually not, you are still not, officially obligated to pay zakat fitrah. And thus, this period of time is not called compulsory time, it is called as the harus time. Waktu yang harus sahaja. Kenapa dipanggil harus? Kerana secara official, secara rasminya kamu belum diwajibkan lagi bayar zakat. Because perhaps some people, they may not survive until first Shawwal. Some people, they pass away in the middle of Shawwal, at the end of Shawwal. So by right, they are actually not obligated to pay zakat fitrah. Sebenarnya dia tak wajib bayar zakat fitrah. So what happens to people who actually pay zakat fitrah earlier during Ramadan is acceptable, dibenarkan lah. But actually, if they wanna, if any of the family members ataupun waris nak claim balik duit tu boleh. Actually, the zakat fitrah. Sebab sebenarnya dia belum wajib bayar zakat. Kewajipan zakat tu sebenarnya in Islam, in Syariah, belum diwajibkan lagi. Like, we've learned before, there's always sebab, reason for an ibadah, and like you want to pray subuh prayer. Of course, it's obligatory, it's wajib and compulsory upon us to pray subuh prayer. But when does it becomes compulsory? Bila dah masuk waktu lah. Kalau you semayang subuh, during the day, tak boleh lah. Sama lah macam zakat fitrah. It's the same concept, and of course it's compulsory to pay zakat fitrah. But when does it becomes compulsory? During, if you manage to survive until the last day of Ramadan, and the last day of Ramadan, maksudnya dah masuk Syawal, and kalau tapi tak adalah macam solat subuh yang kalau kamu sembahyang before the time and luar daripada waktunya langsung tak diterima. Tapi for zakat fitrah, to give flexibility to Muslims, if you pay earlier during Ramadan lah, janganlah bayar dalam Syawal, dalam Syaban ke Rejab ke, then it's it's acceptable. But this timing is actually, this period of time is actually not called wajib yet. It's called as harus. Okay, harus. When does it becomes officially wajib, compulsory? I've been repeating this several times. It only becomes compulsory after the setting of the last sun of the last Ramadan. So this is actually waktu wajib. So bila dia jadi wajib tu lah maghrib tu. And maghrib yang the last day that we fast kan, esok nak raya, malam raya lah. We Muslims, we Malay, we call it malam raya. Adik, malam raya itu is considered as waktu wajib. Sebenarnya itu dah officially waktu wajib. So this period of time is called wajib time, wajib period. Okay, wajib. So when does this sunnah period of timing comes? Okay, of course it becomes wajib daripada maghrib tu sampailah habis waktunya. And when does it finish? It finish when the last day of the first Shawwal, when the setting of the last the setting of sun of the first day of Shawwal, bila habis raya pertama tu. Maksudnya maghrib raya pertama tu kan, matahari terbenam maghrib tu, and nak masuk officially raya kedua, yang itulah, itu je tempoh masanya. So this is basically the time period which we call as waktu wajib. So officially one day, satu hari, daripada maghrib first Syawal until maghrib nak masuk second Syawal. So this is waktu wajib. So you can pay any time during this time period. So kind of short lah juga, agak pendek. So you need to plan your timing very well. Okay, but dalam waktu yang wajib ni, along this compulsory period, when is considered as the sunnah time or mandub time, ataupun yang extra lah, when if you pay during this period of time, insyaAllah you'll get more rewards. And sunat maksudnya buat wajib. Kalau kamu buat bayar, if you pay during this wajib time pun memang dah dapat pahala. Tapi if you want more rewards, bayarlah waktu yang sunat ni. Dia macam kalau kita panggil apa, waktu tu you dapat more discount lah. Kalau macam contohnya Shopee or Lazada, they gave you this period, kata year end sale kan, daripada 10 ke 20 ke 30 hari bulan Disember, for example, 20 ke 30 Disember, but there's this one day kan, satu hari yang discount 90%, yang itulah yang kita panggil waktu sunat. So where you can get double rewards. And so when is this double reward time during zakat fitrah? Okay, it happens after subuh prayer on the first day of Syawal, hari raya tu, before we perform solatul Eid, solat raya. After subuh prayer, so it's a very short time, after subuh prayer, on the first day of Syawal, but before you perform Solatul Aid ataupun solat raya. So this period of time is peak hour lah. Bukanlah peak hour, tapi kalau kita, itulah kalau shopping tu diorang panggil macam double bonus time, whatever they call it. Macam saya pun tak pastilah kan. But this is the time that where you can get double bonus, triple bonus. So if you manage to, to arrange and plan your time perfectly, kan, try to grab this period of time. Bayar kan, lepas subuh tu, cepat-cepat pergi cari amil ataupun, pay your zakat fitrah lah during this period of time. You get more rewards and dapat lebih banyak diskaun lah. Kalau kita pergi shopping kan waktu ni, waktu lain dapat diskaun juga. Tapi waktu ni dapat lebih banyak reward, dapat free gift, dapat whatever lah kan. Kalau itulah dia panggil hot hour lah, macam-macam lah kan. Okay, this is the sunnah period. Okay, what happens if you pay zakat fitrah after solatul Aid ataupun solat raya? Okay, after solatul Aid, until Maghrib prayer, until the setting of the first day of Syawal tu, kan? That is considered waktu makruh. Of course, it's acceptable, but makruh. What do we mean by makruh? And are you considered as sinful? No, you are not considered as sinful. It's just that Allah dislike it, and meaning you should pay earlier. So macam ini contohnya orang yang dah, it's like they are procrastinating, melambat-lambatkan. Oh, dah boleh dah bayar zakat fitrah ni kan, apa semua, pergi semayang raya kan, you go to the masjid, you go to the mosque wearing your raya garment, and you can go straight forward and to pay your zakat fitrah, but you delay, you sembang-sembang dulu dengan kawan you apa semua kan, apa semua selama hari raya, what did you eat for your, kata first raya apa semua, until dah semayang raya. Lepas habis semayang raya pun cakap, oh jom raya rumah orang tu pula. Maksudnya lepas habis solat raya pun you tak bayar lagi kan. You tak bayar lagi pas solat raya tu, you carry on pergi beraya apa semua, asal baru nak bayar. So this is considered as waktu makruh, and makruh period lah. It's detestable to Allah. Allah does not really like it, but you are not considered as sinful lah, tapi tidaklah berdosa. Meaning you should plan your timing kan. Pay earlier. Tapi ada jugalah orang yang bayar lepas solatul Aid, and but I think in our community that would be very rare, and biasanya orang akan bayar earlier lah, and either they pay before solatul Aid or during the night and malam raya tu, or earlier during Ramadan. And jarang orang bayar lepas solat raya pun tak bayar lagi dah, and tak bayar lagi, this is very rare. But if we still have these people, they are actually paying during the makruh period. Okay, when does it becomes haram? Meaning sinful if you pay zakat fitrah is even after the last day of the first Syawal. Maghrib tu dah masuk raya kedua, and the setting of the sun of the first day of Syawal, you still haven't paid your zakat fitrah, then that is considered you have entered the haram period. And dah jadi berdosa dah kalau dah masuk raya kedua. Allah, I forgot to pay my zakat fitrah. I sibuk bersembang, beraya, makan rendang, ketupat apa semua, until I forgot to pay my zakat fitrah. Because I was actually trying to grab the sunnah time. Sebenarnya nak bayar waktu yang double bonus tu, dapat banyak pahala tu, tapi sibuk bersembang apa semua, you tak bayar juga, and sampai lepas habis solatul Aid still you haven't pay your zakat fitrah until officially the first day of Syawal has ended pun you tak bayar lagi. You just realise you have entered the second day of Syawal. That is considered haram period, where it is sinful lah, berdosa. So what does it mean? If if you are in this sinful period or haram period, so does it mean you don't have to pay zakat fitrah? No, it still means that you need to pay zakat fitrah lah. Kena bayar jugalah. Tapi of course you need to kena tanggung lah. There's repercussions kan. So peringatan, next time please don't do like that. And jangan lambat sangat. Ni macam you dah submit perhaps assignment beyond time. Dah habis dah. Tak bermakna you do not have to submit your assignment. You still need to submit your assignment, but perhaps your lecturer might deduct some of your marks and kena potong sikit lah. Sama lah macam ni. You still need to pay your zakat fitrah, but of course berdosalah di sisi Allah. Janganlah tunggu sampai tahun depan pula langsung tak bayar. Okay, that are the 5 period or timing for paying zakat fitrah. So where can you pay zakat fitrah? Of course, we will always recommend you to pay your zakat fitrah to an official amil for each state, and to make sure that the money really gets to the correct asnaf, because if you pay to the amil will then collect, and the money will be accumulated under the particular zakat institution for each state, and they have a list of the asnaf, those people who are really eligible to receive this zakat fitrah, to make sure that it really goes to the right person. Then only your zakat fitrah is considered as done, barulah selesai. But if you choose not to pay directly to the amil, you want to pay by yourself to the asnaf, you really must make sure that the recipient is the correct asnaf. You kena kira lah dia punya had kifayah apa semua. What happens if you accidentally pay zakat fitrah directly to the asnaf and the recipient is suddenly is not a true asnaf, and kamu rasa dia miskin and you think he is an asnaf, and kamu rasa dia adalah seorang asnaf. But of course you cannot rasa-rasa, you cannot guess. This is not a guesswork. You need to do your calculation and all. But suddenly it is proven that he is not an asnaf, and you thought you have paid your zakat fitrah, but actually you haven't paid. So that's the risk of paying zakat fitrah straightforward to the recipient, someone whom you considered as you thought is the asnaf. If he is truly an asnaf, then okay lah, and that is acceptable. But then again, this the whole system of zakat, we really need to arrange and manage it well, so that each and every asnaf gets their equal right. And mungkin kita tak nak ada seorang asnaf yang mungkin dapat terlebih ramai. A lot of people bagi kat dia, dan ada asnaf yang tak dapat ataupun dapat sikit je. So all this equal arrangement, and it is made possible if you pay it straightforward to the institution, to the zakat institution. Lebih mudah kalau kita bayar kepada institusi-institusi zakat. But now, with the growing of technology, paying zakat fitrah is made even more easier. Previously, you can pay, with SMS, your phone SMS. But now you can pay online. And there's a lot of other mediums to pay zakat fitrah. So actually, there's no reason for us to delay or to not perform zakat fitrah. So to end this lesson, what I'm going to say is manage your time very well during Ramadan and Shawwal. Try as much as possible to grab the sunnah period so that you can get extra reward for paying zakat fitrah. But try to avoid the makruh and the haram period. But if you cannot, people usually pay during the harus period, meaning during the whole Ramadan. That is very well acceptable. Okay, thank you very much.